Hey guys, it's Tarkin coming at you with another game of Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. We're picking up where we left off. There are Tyranids to slay. There are interesting stories to unravel. We're here in the middle of a mission. I don't know what it's called, it doesn't matter. It's early in the game. The resources are loading. It's rare that I have to stay on a loading screen for very long, but I don't play new games often anymore. So, here we go. Transmit the data. So now we'll do this. And we'll turn on this weird thing again.
At last.
Care to tell us about your research, Archmagos?
Denied. Classified. Leave such matters to me. Report. Transmission complete. Your assistance is no longer required.
Major Sarkana, please escort Nozick to the Thunderhawk and get him off world.
Yes, my lord. With pleasure.
I shall be glad to be rid of these trivial duties.
As I will be glad to cease the flapping of this repugnant flesh voice.
Time to go.
This elevator goes to the rooftop.
Alright. Time to go. So, one thing, as we jump back into this, one thing that I do like about this game is how it illustrates the relationships of the different factions within the Imperium, because they are often antagonistic. You know, they have their own different cultures, their own different folkways, and so on. They know that they have to sort of play nice most of the time, but they do often pick at each other. And not the Guard. The Guard, you know, they tend to put some RESPECT if the Space Marines are around, but the Ad Mech is more like theoretical equals. Space Marines are in a whole different power structure than the Imperial Guard are, but
We're coming to you now. Nozick, will they hit? Lirio, do you read me?
Thunderhawk shouldn't be falling down for that.
See what happened?
No idea. We saw no impact.
That is territory claimed by the swarms. We need to reach him fast.
There was an armoring chamber below. Jump packs.
Jump packs?
Sir, the guardsmen.
With respect, my lord. We're Cadians. We can take care of ourselves.
Interesting. Alright, so right there, like, I just want to point out that guy, even talking about the guardsmen, that doesn't 100% track with Space Marine behavior. They can be very, very callous about human life.
If Nozick is still alive, his time is limited.
Our brothers aboard that Thunderhawk.
Q to jump and dash, and yes.
We'll make quick work of the Tyranids.
I hope they survive.
Oh, man. Now we're
Too
talking.
many of us have fallen today.
I mean, yeah, somber. Too many of us have fallen today. But did you see I had my freaking jump pack? Oh, man. This is the coolest thing.
Jump pack engaged.
I can't. Oh my god. Oh, this is good stuff right here. And it'll just be like da 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 da, and then with a mighty chainsword, yeah, this is 40k. Now we're talking.
Redeploying.
Yeah, we'll just like totally obliterate that. We've already got a plasma pistol, so we'll stick to this one. Alright, so there, no. Over to this one and then across.
Engaging thrusters.
want to change? Nah, I think we already got one of those. Oh yeah, we should hover in the air. This is so awesome.
Moving.
And they're just like walking normally, like totally boring dudes, like a couple of ultramarines. No, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna make fun. They're big damn heroes.
Repositioning.
Xenos vermin.
Take full
I
advantage.
mean, that's like so awesome.
Down upon them like lightning bolts.
This, I can't stand how awesome this is. This is like, look, if y'all don't play 40K, then this won't make sense to you, but this is the dream. Alright, we gotta get back over this way.
Destroy them!
And with a mighty shank.
Redeploying.
This is so cool. Alright, so do we want this high-powered rifle? Yeah, we'll take the high-powered run since I'm gonna try to use the melee weapon more.
Let us get to work.
Real Space Marine stuff. Alright, and we're just gonna charge right in.
Vermin exterminate. Jump back.
Death to Xenos.
Oh, that's a... Okay, no. I didn't realize that was such a... Such a distance. Alright, we got like some snipers over there, basically. Is it worth it to do this, or do I need to... Yeah, we'll get the lower one anyway.
Moving.
And then we're just gonna mow in.
Repositioning.
Just doing such heroic stuff. And now the other two will have no choice but to come in here as well. Nice execute there.
Throwing frag grenade.
And I don't know what the point of that grenade was, but I'm sure he is proud of himself. And we're just going to big hero move. Oh, yeah.
Frag grenade deployed. The stench of that one was impressive. Loading fresh magazine.
Jump pack engaged.
More Xenos abominations.
Stored biomass.
Vile.
The crash site is on the other side of that. Biomass.
Too high to jump.
We have melter charges left in it.
Place them strategically. Weak points only.
There's another zoanthrope over there. There we go. I
We must break its shield.
want to deal with this, though, before we There we go, before we jump down. And now,
Engaging thrusters.
The Xenos protects the
boom!
Stop at nothing. We must reach the crash site.
And we get a couple invulnerable frames there. Right out of the sky, just like I planned.
Moving.
Jump pack stuff is awesome.
We have no time. Let us blow this damn wall.
Resupplying.
Mighty chainsword again. Now we just need to deal with this problem.
Get those charges in position.
I'm not wasting time. This is very important combat stuff.
Munitions secured. Melter charge in position.
Every delay risks the lives of our brothers. Blow this wall now.
I don't understand what... Alright, I do understand what.
Engaging thrust.
Alright, we're gonna have to go the long way away. So the thing about this game is it wants you to go in a very specific order, which is fine. Am I supposed to shoot it? Do I need to go up even higher? I need to go up even higher.
Repositioning.
Right? Yes. New enemies and new way to get items means we're in the right space.
Very good. Jump pack engaged. Explosives ready.
Thrusters engaged.
Get out of there, Charon. What are we doing here? Alright.
Redeploying. They never learn. Moving.
I don't know if that charges... Hey, Natasha. I don't know if that charges the way we're supposed to go around, but it's the way we're going around. This continues to be the coolest thing. I love the jump pack so much. It just breaks my heart that eventually I'm going to be in a level without the jump pack. Oh my god, what other stuff are they going to give me? Primaris don't have Terminator armor. Are they going to put me in a Dreadnought? No, they can't do that because I'm not dead. Are they going to let me drive like a Predator? Ooh, that could be fun. Alright, down there.
Engaging thrusters.
See, the thing about Space Marines too is like the lumbering speed. It does not capture. They're supposed to be very, very fast, like faster than the fastest human at sprinting, and they can just like jog at that speed.
Redeploying.
Which
Blow it.
With pleasure.
it doesn't always get captured in this game because, you know, they have to capture the sense of mass. But detonate. Boom. He's like, here, let me push the very distinct button here on my armor. Alright, so what do I think happened here? The magos betrayed them? Because they said in the thing that they didn't detect it being shot, so, like, did the magos just betray him? Nope, the magos is right here. Sorry for doubting you, buddy. Looks like you suffered worst of all.
Chaos.
Yep.
Sweep the area.
Alright. Now the plot thickens. So Chaos is a whole different concept, faction thing from the Tyranids. The Tyranids are Xenos, they're aliens. Chaos is a different kettle of fish. There's a place called the Warp, and think of it as like an undercurrent reality to real space.
I'm fine.
So like when they travel faster than light and stuff, they're going through the Warp.
When?
The Chaos Gods live in the Warp, in a manner of speaking. It's very complicated with Chaos, but they are trouble.
Hurry!
We should go.
I said I'm fine.
Nozick is dead. Mission is over. Whoever did this is long gone.
My lord, we cannot take you. We have orders.
Have your orders.
The orders are errands. We cannot allow you aboard.
Our lieutenant is wounded. Unless you intend to strike me, brother, we are getting on.
Ooh. An argument about orders. The fact that it's sort of like exuding something is not promising. Possible demons? There are demons. Demons are like aspects of Chaos Gods, minor ones, sometimes then greater ones. But there's also like mortals that are aligned with Chaos. Talk to the past about how there are like 18 original legions, and there was this thing that happened in 30K called the Horus Heresy. That was a bunch of the legions falling to Chaos. And the effects of that are what's going on 10,000 years later here in Warhammer 30K, because then 40K, and 30K is when that had all happened. So Chaos all along, we get an achievement.
Acheran will not deceive us, Gadriel.
Then where did Dimitri and Titus serve previously?
Yep. And here we're getting, yeah. So I wanted to mention this. They're talking about it now. So one of the big things here is like, so Space Marine Legions are chapters now. They're small. They're 1,000 Marines max. So there's no way that Ultramarines wouldn't have heard of this Titus guy. And that's like, it would be really eating up this sergeant, not just because he's jealous.
Sergeant Ventiad spoke of a Death Watch team that deployed a virus bomb on Kadaku. Perhaps our lieutenant was one of them. I am far more concerned with what we just saw at that crash site.
So the thing about Chaos is like their nature is not perfectly understood to the people in universe.
I am.
The apothecary should run a diagnostic.
I do not have the need nor the time for such a process.
Magos Gallio also expressed his concern. Consider his counsel, if not ours.
If there is any risk of recurrence, it puts the whole squad in jeopardy.
That's true.
It can wait. I must speak with Captain Acheran.
That's
As you
also true.
command.
So that's the thing. So like in a Space Marine organization, internally, there's basically never a call for you to be questioning your superiors. So it's very strange that Titus gets put into here and they don't know who he is, right? They should always know who everybody is. There's only 1,000 of them.
To serve him only. For he is the light of mankind. His is the one truth in a galaxy of falsity.
And the chaplain's preaching. That's not really what chaplains do, but they also preach.
Defying his will shall be cut down in swathes.
So the Emperor, he's the God Emperor of mankind. He is in suspended animation on Terra, which on a thing called the Golden Throne. He doesn't get out. He doesn't talk to people directly. Rare exceptions. But now, like, so people worship the Emperor, and, like, it's like the state religion of the Imperium is that he's the God Emperor of mankind. But it's actually the exact opposite of what the Emperor wanted once upon a time before the heresy. Like, he was very much like, I'm not a god, we're not having that, humanity's getting beyond that, and then there's a big fight. And now they worship him, and he doesn't have the power to stop them. That's not right. He can't stop them because he's not really around.
Such reports were exaggerated.
I am glad to hear it.
Your efforts in delaying the swarm...
There's 10 captains in all of the Ultramarines, and I think 50 lieutenants, but maybe it's less. So maybe it's just like 20.
It was not clear to you.
It may have been only a handful of fanatics.
A handful of cultists could not bring down a Thunderhawk.
They could, though.
He is right. The arch-enemy is here.
They chose to reveal their presence. There must have been a reason they wanted Nozick dead.
The archenemy is what they're calling the presence of chaos generally. Now, we don't know which... So there's 4 principal chaos gods. There's Khorne, the blood god. If you ever hear me say blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne, that's his thing. You hear me say that a lot.
The Adeptus Mechanicus report said engine failure.
That's not what I saw.
Sergeant. Traitors.
Chaos.
You're sure?
No mistaking it, sir.
Clear the bridge.
The thing about chaos is, although, like, Marines know about it, like,
Of a highly classified
there are plenty of people that aren't allowed to talk about it or know about it at all, really.
What is it?
The general citizens would not know about chaos.
Learned of its existence.
With Nozick dead, there's only one man capable of continuing the work. Morius Luz, Nozick's apprentice. He is currently missing.
Ah,
His last
my
known location was
apprentice.
a Mechanicus facility on Avarax, one that is now overrun with Tyranids. This will get you into the cogitator within the facility. You can access Luz's tracker from there. We are on course to Avarax now. I want you ready.
I hope they give me jump packs. Oh man, those jump packs were so awesome.
Sir. What was on the ship with Nozick?
What concern is it of yours?
The Mechanicus seemed eager to retrieve it, and yet the enemy left it untouched.
Whatever it is, without Luz, it's useless to us.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Lieutenant, the journey to Avarax will take time. Enough for a brief diagnostic.
Very well, if it will put you at ease.
Magus Gallio will be in the armory.
But stuff like these 2 Marines standing watch by this elevator, I guess it's the bridge right there, so they might be here. It's just slightly too many Marines standing around doing nothing.
Stand down from high alert.
'Cause this isn't like the whole, you know, chapter of 1,000 Marines. This battle barge would at most, I think, just have 1 company in it, if even that.
I saw the name in a mission report, most of which was redacted.
I would have preferred to stay on Kadaku. and hunt down the heretics that dishonored our brothers.
We will find them on Avarax.
Unless Luz is already dead.
Whatever those tech priests are working on is still here, in this system.
Chaplain
I
talk
expect
again.
The greatest battle is yet to come.
Yeah, but chaplains, you know, like how like a chaplain in the U.S. Armed Services, you know, they're men of the cloth, priests, rabbis, you know, imams, that kind of thing, and you know, for the people's spiritual blah blah blah. But here, chaplains, they're also soldiers in 40K, and they're like just zealous ones, but they're not like.
Titus,
They might be preaching, but they're not preachers. They are warriors that are.
I am concerned.
There's only a few of them per chapter, and their role is making sure that all the internal things are proper.
Close at hand should your brother suffer any further episodes.
Yes, Brother Chaplain.
If the arch-enemy is indeed present, any weakness could grow into a cancer of the soul. Bind yourself to the pages of the Codex, and it will shield you from the glare of heresy.
That's the Codex Astartes.
Without compromise.
That's
I
the
will not
book.
waver.
The Book of the Marines that Robert Gilliman, the Primarch of the Ultramarines, wrote.
You look tired, Merrick.
They just call it the Codex, but it was basically so there was the heresy.
Additional recalculation. I heard of your incident on Kadaku. I am greatly concerned.
It was brief. Likely a result of the surgery.
You suffered catastrophic damage to a number of primary organs at the hand of that Carnifex. While in that state, you underwent radical surgery. Your body was ripped open from head to foot. If some error was made and remains undetected, it could cost you your life.
Brother, we cannot afford another episode like that.
The apothecaries may not have time for a thorough diagnostic, but they've given me their sanction to do so. Now settle in. This will take time.
Yes. Conveniently, the amount of time necessary to arrive at orbit in the next area.
Titus, your biometrics are below peak, but well within the tolerances for combat. I can find no explanation for the symptoms you experienced.
That's not great.
Yet I have duties to attend to.
You have the blessings of the Omnisire.
One question. What do you know about Archmagos Nozik's research?
Such knowledge would only grace the peaks of Olympus Mons. I am certainly not privy to the subject of his activities. I only pray there remain records of his discoveries.
So the Ad Mech, their headquarters is on Mars, like the planet Mars. It's basically like one huge factory. Not the inside though. There's like a big, scary, complicated dragon thing there. All right. The plasma pistol is fine. I think we're gonna go with the heavy bolt pistol though. It, yeah, you know, it hits a little harder. I think that's nice. Still chainsword or... Ooh, I get a power sword this time. And, well, we haven't used it yet, which means that's definitely what we're doing. So a power sword, abstractly, should be stronger. Than a chainsword is. Like on the tabletop, it has armor piercing. Basically, that's what you get from a sword. Sometimes a little bit of extra power, sometimes not.
So that's all. Your efficiency levels are below optimal. Explain. Damage. Define the damage.
So time to start the mission. But yeah, so Chaos is... Even these Space Marines, they don't they don't like say know as much about chaos as I know about chaos. They have a dogmatic approach to the reality of these warp entities. But we were talking about the chaos gods, but now I have to stop because they're talking here again.
You will need to take the cargo elevator from here. Fox in when you're ready to leave.
Understood. My thanks, brother.
There's Korn, god of murder, blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne. There's Nurgle, grandfather Nurgle.
Cargo elevator. Look at all those spores. That'll be one hell of a fight.
Papa Nurgle, they call him.
Should be down there with the rest of the
Nurgle is the Lord of Decay.
Engines here. Elevator repairs are
There is Slanesh, she who thirsts.
elevator's inoperative.
Slanesh is the god of excess.
Servo, how do we fix the elevator?
Operation without full repair is unwise. You may override safety protocols via the control room at your own risk.
And then there is Zinch, the god of change.
The main entrance is destroyed.
I found
Now-
an alternate route. Plotting now. Check all the
Oh man, I accidentally did the thing. I tried to jump pack, but I don't have them on. I missed my jump pack.
hours. Please resume your defined functions.
But yeah, there's my power sword. It crackles with energy.
Warning. This is an active work area. It is closed to undesignated attendants until lift repairs are complete.
Well, this is not the alternate route. This is just the beginning. Alright.
Over here, brothers.
We'll just thud heavily down the stairs again. This is like, it's not actually gonna make me paint, but it's making me want to paint. Like, man, I need to make my Sentinel. Need to get some paint on my Sentinel. It's just sitting in some shelf somewhere. I'm like, oh, look at this messed up Chimera here. I need to paint one of my Lehman Roos tanks. I need to paint one of these guys. Look at the heavy bolter Sponson. I love everything about this game, though. It's making me want to buy and paint models. Also, I mean, you know, playing 40K is not nearly as cool as looking at 40K stuff.
They're here. Watching. Tyranids! Give no quarter. Urge them!
Anyway, like, there's also power axes, and they're called lightning claws and power fists, but I don't think they're in the game. But there's a thunder hammer, which is like a very heavy weapon, which I did see in the armory, but we don't have access to it yet.
Look at these mindless creatures. Dare to attack the Imperium.
And we'll get a nice kill here. It's this thing with English Legends. Playing is fun because you're competitive, but looking at the arts music is way fun. Yeah, you know, I think I've mentioned this before, but I've tried to play League before, but only like one time, and people were mean to me, and I was like, whatever, I'm fine.
Ready to deploy special tactics.
I think that one was half-baked.
And we tore off his spine and hit him with it.
The quickest way up is over the rooftops ahead.
Clear the debris and proceed.
The Tyranid will make ruin of the entire city given the chance.
Like, why are we worried about them making ruins of the city? This city has already fallen. The thing about Tyranids is that, like, once they're there, it's such a big problem.
Then take it from them.
Say it's a good mode, but the community thinks you can call it, even call it one. Yeah, I have friends that play, and I mean, you know, it's a huge game. I know all sorts of people that play. I wish I could play it and be good, but I would either be bad or good. And it's one of those games where, you know, are you any happier if you're good at it? We're gonna pick one up by the head and throw it at the other ones. Whoops. I don't know if the power sword does more damage than the chain sword, if I'm just now actually playing slightly better. No, not a bolt shotgun. It's a, I think it's just like the bolt rifle.
Swapping magazines.
The bolt carbine, maybe. I don't know the Primaris guns off the top of my head, but it's not a shotgun though.
It may take time.
It's the carbine, maybe. It's like the 35-shot rapid fire mid-range one.
The Tyranids are staging a counterattack.
Eliminate.
I don't think it's the bolt rifle or the stalker bolt rifle, but yeah, like I have Primaris models, but most of my Marines are firstborn Marines in real life. So I've got some Primaris models, but like I didn't, you know, they were just the ones out of whatever starter boxes that I got. So it wasn't like they were mainly all like a bunch of pre-built stuff, like Dark Imperium ones or whatever. If you know the tabletop. I haven't actually played a game of 40K in several years. I haven't played since 9th edition, or maybe 8th. I don't remember. Anyway, it's been a long time. I could get the book off the shelf. It would tell me what edition it was. Yeah. No chance. And that guy was standing next to an explosive barrel, which it's always nice when your enemies are willing to do that.
Resupplying.
Ooh, boy.
The stench of that one was impressive.
Always talking about the bad smell of the Tyranids. And that one was really far away, so... Thanks, buddy. Like, now that we're here on the bridge and everybody else that was just standing there is clearly dead.
Did the apothecaries identify the cause of your collapse?
Focus on the mission, Sergeant.
As you wish, my lord.
So it's like, this stuff with Gadriel, it's...
A fine gift from the Forge.
It was an auto bolt rifle. So yeah, that's what I've been using all along. Fully automatic close range rifle. And we will assemble here.
The control room is on the other side of that door. This is it.
This game is
Use the
so
controls to
gorgeous.
restore power.
It's just I love 40K so much, and it's really, it just nails it. Like,
There's a shortcut across the rooftops to the east.
the strangeness of it all.
What motive do these creatures have to attack this facility? They have no need for the technology.
They're like seeds carried by the wind. Their only motive is to devour and expand.
That is true. That's the terrifying thing about Tyranids, is that they don't actually care. And they are, you know, they're a hive mind, but they're sort of like an unfathomable thing. You know, it's they don't have language like every other faction has language. You know, they don't appear to have any desires beyond domination and devouring, and that's a frightening thing all its own.
Cut them down.
We'll go to the bolt rifle here.
Let us get to work, blessed bolter. Die, you pestilent wretch!
War gear prime.
My bolter will silence you!
Ow! I shouldn't have done that. Alright, so what we want to do here is not have those guys get over here.
Be slaughtered.
Yikes! So we use the Fury thing so that we can regenerate some health in combat, and it works, but then we take another massive, like, sniper rifle shot from these jokers. You know, you see it as it charges up, and as I did it, I just shot at him. I could have hidden. Could have, but didn't.
Reloading. Toxins assail my senses.
Enemy destroyed.
I think we're about to fall down.
Clear that.
Yep. We'll fall down, and then they'll pick us right up.
The Emperor protects.
This will serve me well.
Switching magazine. Through that opening.
Yeah, but you see how this all looks like a church almost, with a cathedral aspect. That's a very, very common motif here, because, you know, it's the Church of the Omnissiah essentially is the Ad Mech, and the Church of the God Emperor is essentially what is unifying the Imperium. Even though he didn't want to be called a god, it doesn't matter what you want once you are interned on the Golden Throne. You can't tell anybody no anymore.
Care to see who can slay more Xenos for the Chiron? You wish for me to humiliate you again, brother? I hope your bolter works better than your memory.
Tyranid, take my sight.
Ravener detected.
One less Ravener.
Alright, so that's good that we got that taken care of at the beginning. Because the Ravener, that's like one of the more dangerous guys. It's not like boss level, right? That we've encountered thus far. It is not at all one of the most dangerous Tyranid life forms. But they range, you know, to absolutely gigantic massive things. The guy-sized ones are big problems. They're very dangerous, but it's a different kind of problem than you get from, you know, because the spaceships they fly in that fit all of these guys inside, those are like bio life forms as well. They it's like we have our choice of the guns.
Stabilizing vitals.
Okay, where am I? Did I not interact? I did not. I missed the jump pack. The jump pack made me feel fast and smart. The thudding of these.
This platform's very exposed. Expect a bumpy ride.
If I'm not mistaken, you've had bad luck with cargo elevators.
That was a long time ago. I prefer not to discuss it.
At least you made it out alive, which is more than we can say for the orcs.
Guess there's some funny story there.
It appears we have their attention.
And they have ours.
Unfortunate for them.
All right. An absolutely massive amount of gargoyles.
They're trying to detach the platform.
Oh, we've got another get the guys off of a thing mission. This is the second one of these we've had in the game to get the guys off of the thing.
Reload.
You can see the chains look like really big bicycle chains. That's important. It goes to show that even in the 41st millennium, you don't mess with a good chain design.
Special tactics ready. Another one dead. Gargoyles attacking the chains.
Alright, we dealt with the ones on,
After the chains.
Yes, I understood that when you said it the third time. We dealt with the warriors and stuff pretty quick, relatively quick.
Very good.
They are charging the chains.
Oh no.
They harry the chains.
Yes. Yes, brothers. If you talk in like Marine voice to them, they you know, they trust that you understood them better. You know, by the throne, I have heard your directives.
They never learn.
I was trying to swing it. Why wouldn't it swing? Do I have to, like, flick the power supply on?
Another one dead.
More gargoyles attempted to sabotage. The chains are taking a beating.
I know, let's shoot at the chains, and that will make them better.
Mission secured.
Loading fresh magazine.
Alright, what's going on with these chains now?
War gear prime.
So these chains are not like putting us up and down. They're just holding us onto that thing, which is moving without a chain going. Are these chains supposed to be moving and we just can't see it? Or is there like an internal motor there that's pushing these there, and these chains are for a different purpose?
You fought admirably.
Alright, here we are in the Mechanicus Facilita. 30 minutes later, calling me out for going slow.
Need explosives.
Nothing's getting through that door.
Ventilation tunnels.
Checking.
We got little plasma
One
things
floor
here.
down.
Let's go.
There was a word written in blood on Nozick's Thunderhawk. Imura.
Do not speak it, brother. The words of the archenemy hold dangerous power.
One should not dismiss any data that may be relevant.
Have you ever faced the arch-enemy, Sergeant?
Regrettably, I have not.
Then I suggest you listen to your brother.
That is the thing about Chaos. They are sometimes empowered by mystical things.
If the archenemy is involved, might we not encounter them here?
I hope we do. I wish to have words with those traitors.
My blood rages at the thought of them.
They'll be counting on your hatred. Be sure they don't use it against you. Down here.
The Adeptus Mechanicus put up a fight here.
Here we are at Sector D2. Is there something to interact with? Ah, Sector D3.
Those vile creatures taint every crevice.
How far to the cogitator?
With no direct route. But take longer than I'd like. Why don't they attack?
They're plotting something.
What plotting could these insects be capable of?
Oh,
These
you'd
are
be
mere
surprised.
Then what guides them?
A worthy adversary.
Like, we saw the shadow.
More Tyranid filth.
They are a plague, staining worlds with their very presence.
Fire blaster. Ooh, a Melta rifle. See, Meltas are like... They're like close range Melta, you know, they melt things. Think of them like a torch that you could like... No, none of these are good things. They're energy weapons, but they're not plasma. I don't know. I'm describing Melta badly. They're short range. They do like really, really hot stuff, but it's not... It's not a flamethrower. Just makes the air hot and kills things because it makes them hot.
Must be the reset.
Here, we'll just shoot it.
They're in the walls.
That's a Melta. That's a Melta. There you go. Totally nailed it.
They're coming. Watch your back.
But it occurs to me that this is a way better thing, because I don't think it actually hurts my buddies. I'm like, well, if there's gonna be low visibility, maybe we can light them up a little bit. Stack them up. Oh, a lictor. That's not a boss level lictor though, so we already got him. Shank.
Lictor neutralized.
I have to reload.
Power's back. Proceed through the door.
I kind of want to bring this melted with me though.
This way!
Rally on the elevator.
Although I think maybe the flamethrower is better, right? Because I already have my my power sword. We could really lean into the power weapon for melee.
Almost there.
That's already like a punchy single target thing.
Expect
But
heavy resistance.
I just
They
wanted
seem
to.
interfere with our objective.
Our objective is of no concern to them. Their only wish is to kill us.
Oh no! I hit it. I need to make Q something else. I need to make this thing something that I couldn't possibly accidentally do.
They will not get past this.
We're just gonna walk through all of the chairs and stuff.
Find a Primarch, a Carnifex. What's so practical?
Do not get caught when it charges at you.
Come and meet your end, vile beast.
So Carnifexes, this is the thing that killed me the first time in the game. I mean, like, before they did the surgery, right? But this is exactly the kind of thing that you would want a giant, a giant gun for. And he's really stuck on me. That's bad. Get me up, brothers. Oh no.
There is more fight in you. I know it.
I am up. Move. Restocking. Changing magazine.
Oh no.
My armor is breached at multiple points.
Reload.
Need to reload.
Yeah, and then punch him in the face. Yeah, get some. And then tear off his arm, and then I'm like, how's this? Oh yeah, pretty good. And then the shell.
Toppled the giant.
That's the most Warhammer thing ever.
I thought a beast of that stature would offer more.
Are y'all impressed
I
yet?
was outnumbered. I once faced a Carnifex alone, but nothing but a bolt pistol.
And they're gonna be like,
That
what happened?
was sport.
That was sport.
Well,
We
I am
died.
glad to share in the glory of this kill.
Indeed. It's the moving story of how now Gadriel will be impressed by us.
Let us get to work.
You know, I'm gonna, yeah, let's Let's go back to the bolt rifle. I think we shouldn't have another big boss fight for a second. We'll go back to our mid-range. Alright, not there. Do we drop down again? Yes. If you can't jump up, anytime you can drop down, it's usually the right choice.
Can we access losers tracking data from another system?
Apparently not. It's this or nothing.
Shock grenade. So like an electrical field, maybe?
I've sustained heavy damage.
The two typical Space Marine grenades are called frag grenades and crack grenades. And the frag ones, you know, the fragmentation, and the crack ones, they're to crack things open. Then they have, you know, melt-a-bombs and all sorts of other stuff too, but Stalter bolt rifle? Yeah, let's take this one. I'm thinking like now when they give you like a different weapon, I'll just take it, you know. Not a different melee weapon. Because I like my power sword.
What manner of research could justify such a waste of human life?
It does not surprise me. The Adeptus Mechanicus so willingly make monsters of themselves.
I will not falter when I still draw breath.
Ready to deploy special tactics.
So what we did there is we sunk in our special, but we got our entire health bar back, basically. So you can get a full heal off of that ability. You just gotta run into melee and start bashing.
Door function inoperable. Adjust pathing.
Xenos, they have us boxed in.
A mistake they will soon regret.
Changing magazine. Vermin exterminated.
Access restored. Corridor cleared for transit.
Conveniently, now that we have killed a wave, the access to the door is restored. Now, I'm only being ironic. It's fine. Here we've got, this is a heavy weapons Cadian emplacement, so that's a heavy bolter there.
Switching magazine.
This looks like something's wrong. This is just like how they do things, though. So this person would have been hooked up to whatever computer this is. And they were a person, but the Ad Mech, well, they don't care very much about people. But they are on our side. The value of human life to factions in the Imperium is staggeringly low. Like, the Space Marines don't care about it, and the Imperial Guard, made up of humans, essentially throws their lives away. The Ad Mech doesn't care about them. Because they're, you know, there's billions and billions of stars, millions and millions of worlds.
Maybe they're not involved after all.
And
stick to what you know, brother.
I'm merely observing the data, as I am taught to do by the Codex Astartes.
ooh. So what he did right there, I gotta pause because they're about to talk. So like invoking the book to an Ultramarine, that's like thumping on the Bible for real to them. Like to an Ultramarine specifically, the book is the book. So you can't be like, I think you should ignore the book. They don't believe that.
Let's hope the machine spirit has it under control. A meltdown will be catastrophic.
We'll disable it once we have the data.
But basically, the Codex doesn't have a bunch of rules about chaos, though, because, well, they weren't written down. The Codex was a response to the heresy, the legions got too strong, and they needed to be broken up. So thought Robogilliman, the Primarch of the Ultramarines. So he made the Codex Astartes to give them ways to be weaker than they used to be, but so that if they went rogue or heretic to the Imperium, they wouldn't be as dangerous as they were in the past. Pray to the machine spirit. Yeah, sure, let's light a little bit of incense. Say a little prayer for you. Cast a little incense into the fire.
Lieutenant Titus, Ultramarines, 2nd Company.
Enter your command.
Locate Marius Luz.
Access denied.
Access denied? Rephrase.
Access rights granted. Establishing locus. Other acts. The city. Temple of Thasian.
Vitals are elevated.
I'll box for a Thunderhawk.
Wait. Open file Project Aurora.
Register intention requisition.
Open the file.
What have we got? These words don't mean anything to me.
Reconstruction.
Brother, those are classified.
Okay, Geller containment field.
Destroyed.
Warp energy bombardment.
Fools. Display current location of artifact.
So maybe something from the first game is what he's talking about here. One of the words I saw in there is Geller field. The Geller field is like... I don't need to interrupt them. So they're just charging into it physically.
Get them off the core.
Good Tyranid stuff. The Geller field is what, like, protects a ship so that they can,
Shut it down before they destabilize it further. Machine spirit.
so that they can travel through the warp faster than light.
Non-compliance. Remote circuits are fused. Manual override required.
Ah, yes. Because normally...
Emergency disengagement mechanisms are located on the reactor platform.
if you try to go through the warp unshielded, you draw the attention of the demons of the warp, and you do not make it out. You do not make it out at all. But the Geller field allows, basically, to be shielded while you're traveling through the warp. So it's a thing that stops demons from being able to access what the Geller field is protecting. But I just picked up a little snippet of those words in the scanning of Project Aurora, so we'll have to see exactly where that's going. But inclination is that they're messing around with an artifact that they think is going to bring them power, but it's probably going to bring ruin instead. Alright, well, we're going to stick with the power sword that brought us.
Jettisoning Volkite pylon. Stand by.
I don't know. I kind of liked the chainsword, but... Oh, I hit it again! No! I should stop doing that. I need to have, like, that on a shift key or something. Like, really protect myself.
Damn them! Get them off the reactor! Incoming, brothers! Let us show them some of Baltimore's hospitality!
Oh yeah, there we go. Getting into the rhythm.
Reactor remains unstable.
Disengage additional pylons.
Move to the next console. Make haste. Changing magazine. Restocking.
Jettisoning Volkite pylon. Stand by.
How many pylons remain engaged?
You must deconstruct additional pylons.
Disengage it.
Unable to comply. Temperatures have fused remote circuits. Manual intervention required.
We're going back to the melter rifle. I liked being able to put a real big hole in something.
They're making another push. Intercept.
Leave no Xenos standing!
Need to reload. The beast craves death, brothers.
We shall oblige!
So I see those zoanthropes there, but what we're doing is just pillar dancing here. And now I'm going to come out and melt to them in the face. Yes. How could they take 3 melta shots? Punch, punch, punch!
Zoanthrope is dead. Reloading.
Reactor approaching critical failure.
Well, I think that went rather well. You know, the melta didn't do so good there.
Shutdown sequence.
Activate those controls, now!
Volkite pylon jettisoned. Reaction has entered entropic decay.
Alright.
That was the last of them.
Very blue.
Backup generators have been awakened. Non-essential systems returning to hibernation.
No
Alright.
sign of Tyranids.
Everything's
The
calm.
smell of burnt ichor is enough.
We have what we came for. Move to the extraction zone.
Good news. I was like, they're about to talk. No, this is just a loading screen. They just sit there not talking to each other. Alright, so, target acquired. We have ascertained the location of Mariah's news and gotten an achievement for it. Good news. I love the big, silly, blocky spaceships. I love all the dumb things about 40K so much.
Files?
A record of extreme foolishness.
Explain.
You may direct that request to our captain.
Karen's like, alright, yeah, let's We'll just do that
Give me a
then.
tactical overlay of the city.
Captain!
A minute.
The Adeptus Mechanicus must be stopped.
What?
If they trigger the weapon, the results could be catastrophic.
And what makes you suddenly an expert on Mechanicus research?
They're using an artifact to power the weapon. I've seen it before, on a planet named Graia. A traitor by the name of Nemroth called it a fragment of the Dark God's power that almost destroyed the planet.
Graia. Titus, the Mechanicus are acting on orders approved by the Primarch. Talking of Graia, of all places.
Damn it, Captain. If Chaos is here, if they get their hands on this thing...
Enough! I will hear no more on the subject.
Interesting.
Now, did you get a location for Luz?
Aye, sir.
Then get down there and find him! There are those who would see you sent back to the Inquisition. Tread carefully, brother.
The Inquisition is just what it sounds like. It's another separate power structure within the Imperium. Each Inquisitor theoretically has limitless power. They theoretically speak with the voice of the Emperor. They can do anything they want. In practical effect, any Inquisitor is only as powerful as the power they are able to project upon others. Theoretically, they could go up to a Space Marine chapter and say, all of you put down your weapons and come with me.
Keep us in the dark.
It is not your concern.
If they did that,
You
though,
criticize the captain for
well,
withholding intelligence, and yet you treat us to the same evasive obscurity.
Stray words have cost me dearly.
So you do not trust us?
Brothers, calm yourselves, lest you face the chaplain's censure.
he's like, don't fight or the priest will yell at you. It's true. Chaplain wouldn't like to hear like loud arguing in the elevators. After all, these are Ultramarines, not Space Wolves. Sort of boisterous argumentation is not their way.
Look!
Yes, look. It is limping around weird. What? That is not correct. It's on fire. This is what happened to that Thunderhawk on the other planet.
I hope they survived.
Scanning robes. 67 volts detected.
Through the interstitial corridors of the hour. May this blessed vessel remain free of
The armory has new stuff, so we're going to check out the new stuff in the armory. Alright. Now there are heavy bolt rifles, bolt sniper rifles that we can access now. Extreme headshot damage, you know, why don't we... We'll just take that with us. And then if it doesn't end up being a thing we want to use, we can swap it out later. Thunderhammer's still locked. I kind of like the chainsword, you know, the chainsword was nice. Alright. We're going to go with the sniper rifle next time. Always nice to have a sniper rifle. It'll be like level 3 Halo, Truth and Reconciliation. What a great level Truth and Reconciliation was. Whenever I think of magnificent first-person shooter level design, I think of Halo 1.
Tire of reckless fools.
I hope you
The first half of it.
Not unless you worship the Omniscient.
Ah, then I share your distaste.
Lance of Jove and I have journeyed through the turbulence.
Alright, time to go. But the thing about the Ad Mech is they're all... Like, everybody thinks they know better than other people do, right? But the Ad Mech really thinks that their way of doing things is actually right. The problem is that the entropy increases in a closed system. So nothing can ever be right forever, right? Like that. A system of government, a system of philosophy, or approach to how you exist in the universe can never be truly sustainable. You can't just stay the same way forever because entropy. The Ad Mech is bad at science, so they don't understand that entropy increases. They think they can make a machine perfect enough to stay the way it is forever. But machines degrade just as anything else does.
Lance of Jove, report.
But each vain magos has to learn it for themselves.
Can we depend on you for extraction?
Yes, Lord. We will be there.
Very good, brother. The Emperor protects.
The Emperor
Make
protects.
haste. We have considerable ground to cover.
What was that?
Whoa.
Looks like a neurothrope.
Alright, like, why am I acting like I can't play this game? There we go.
Target destroyed.
Sir, have you faced a neurothrope before?
I have. A tricky adversary.
Cadians just sitting there. This makes my heart feel so happy. Look at them. Look at the guard with their las guns defending. Like, look at it. Look at the look at the brave guardsmen and women sitting there with their las guns. Ah. The glorious fire of the heavy bolters and the autoguns. The mortars in the background. Oh, man. A basilisk just taking the shots and going, oh, dude. I love the guards so much. This game looks so cool. I love it. I just love it.
Changing magazines.
Varellis! Is that you?
Heyo!
Bless the Emperor. It's good to see you.
Where's your squad?
This guy's a veteran. You can tell from the red helmet.
Torn to pieces.
We need to get across the bridge.
Lieutenant, nothing gets across with that beast up there.
What are we up against?
It has its rear covered and we do not have the manpower to break through. The Cadians are holding
The red helmet means he's a lieutenant, I think, but the white stripe, I believe, means he's a veteran.
We'll deal with the neurothrope.
Very well.
My faction, Space Wolves, they're not what we call Codex compliant. Their whole organizational structure is different. So I don't know nearly as much about like how normal Marines are as I do about how my Marines are.
What's our theoretical? A direct assault on the rear guard.
Is that it?
You doubt our ability, brother?
No, sir.
Good.
Let us choke them with their own blood! For the legs of those runners!
But I love that Ultramarines refuse to use the word plan. You know, or strategy. They have to use theoretical and practical.
Reloading weapon. Tyron.
Because that is what they were told to do.
We served together in 9th Company. I owe him my life.
How so?
We were once defending a stronghold from an orc assault. A war boss overpowered me, had his drill against my head. Morales appeared, cut the bastard's arm off, and beat him to death with it.
Nice.
Let us honor him by avenging his men. Incoming! Slay them! Victor, watch your backs!
Not so clever now.
Decent. You know, a sniper rifle in a game like this is good when, like, the chaff is pretty easy for your squad mates to take care of, and then you can just deliver the big punch. You going the right way? No, it just seems like it should be the right way. Ultramarines, assemble! Yes, you'll note the prominent skulls all over the place.
Nothing good.
So the skulls are fine. Skulls are very Imperium.
You are withholding information relevant to the mission at hand.
Mind yourself, Sergeant.
Your behavior has been erratic. You force your way into classified
True.
files. You tell us nothing.
True and
Gatriel,
true.
We deserve to know who is leading us.
This conversation is over. Restocking.
Deal with them! Gladly. Come and meet death, Xenos.
Morales, ready your men.
You broke through.
We're about to take down the Neurothrope.
Yeah.
Make it suffer.
We are not gonna make it suffer. We're gonna kill it quick. Neurothropes are really big. They,
Concentrate fire on the Neurothrope.
For Ultramar.
oh no. This strategically placed barrier here, very good stuff. I'm like, if you're gonna get to the ground, I will come up and hit you with my chainsword. I ain't too proud. Oh yeah, you know that move probably would have killed me all the way, but I used my rage. Ooh, Billy, that's a good hit. A glorious defeat.
Victory is ours, brothers.
He's like, we deserve to know who's leading us, and then I like grab an errand throat by the head.
By the Primarch, I had little faith I would hear from you again. Will you be joining the assault?
Our path leads to the dome.
Travel well, brothers.
Whoops,
Lance of Jove, we are heading for the bridge. Status report.
Damage is worse than I thought. Tech priests are working on it now.
Keep me updated. Brothers, let us proceed.
Yeah, that's a joke. So you get lots of like I said, like these are like pseudo-Roman Greek things. So they'll talk about like you'll have the Temple of Hera, Jupiter. You'll hear a lot of like the Roman names associated with Ultramar, which you might think a Rome faction and you didn't take them. Yeah, but the Space Wolves and hear me out. I don't think I may not have mentioned this before. So they're all Marines, right? The Space Wolves have giant wolves, like how a cavalryman would have a horse that they would ride on. The Space Wolves, not all of them, but some of them have giant wolves that they ride on, and that's way better than being sort of Roman. I don't think I have to explain why. I'm gonna keep on with the sniper rifle because I honestly think it's better than all those other things. Here, I'll prove it.
Let none escape. Swapping magazines.
Because we get there, like, you know, we get to this point, we can just absolutely mulch them. Just doing straight Space Marine shit. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, it's so good.
Take out those mines.
Reloading weapon. Throwing frag grenade. Vermin exterminated.
We're not doing so good. I had to eat a stem there, which feels bad. But that's what we get for taking the sniper rifle and then
About to lose his position.
We're still a long way from the
then
dome.
not using it
We
right.
must hurry.
Hey, here we go. Cutscene. Hey! Now we're talking.
Sergeant, good to see you.
The Cadians have the bridge under control. Thought you could use an extra hand.
A welcome offer.
Climb on.
Oh, it's just a cutscene ride. Oh, that's too bad. I thought we were gonna like get a man the gun up top, like a little rail shooter thing.
Cadians are requesting support.
Go. Thank you, brother.
Ultramarines!
I like how he's identifying what chapter they're with. There's only one Space Marine set around here.
Have the enemy infiltrated the dome?
No, my lord. What about the Temple of Thasian?
The dome was evacuated days ago.
Rejoin the main force immediately.
Our orders are to remain here.
On whose authority?
Captain Fairburn. We are to hold this position until further notice.
The dome is empty. Now move on.
But, sire...
I gave you an order.
Forgive me, my lord. Perhaps there was a communication error. The captain insisted.
The deserters.
Yep.
No. We have our orders.
Vox your captain.
That thing says armed.
If you are deserters, I'll execute you myself.
He's about to try to blow us up with a bomb.
Captain Fairburn, come in.
He's lying, because that computer said armed out of the corner of the frame.
Captain
He's nervous.
Fairburn, come in.
That is a chaos tattoo. Yep, there you go. So, it's very unlikely that anyone in the guard would ever be brave enough to be like, I'm not gonna do what you told me to do to a Space Marine that showed up. They wouldn't be like, we have orders. They would be like, please call them, don't kill me. Oh, boy! Thousand Suns.
Traitors. You will burn.
Okay. The Thousand Suns are here. These are, Scarab guys. Their Primarch is Magnus the Red. They are sort of like the, one of the factions that is against my faction, Space Wolves, the most. There's a lot of bad blood between the 1K Suns and the Space Wolves. The Space Wolves kind of went and blew up the Thousand Suns homeworld once upon a time. A lot of bad blood. But they've got that sort of like Scarab Egyptian motif. But these are Chaos Space Marines, right?
Do not fall prey to their trickery.
Specifically, these are called like Rubik Marines. So, Chaos Space Marines are Space Marines that fell to Chaos, like it's in the name. But there's different sorts of them, right? So the Thousand Suns are sworn to Tzeentch, the god of change, who's often represented by birds and stuff. Don't ask me why, because birds are very changey. Well, I mean, I do know why. You know, oracular stuff.
Munitions secured.
But so the rubric, one thing led to another, and
Let us get to work.
the Thousand Suns sort of like, they lost a lot of their bodies, and then this sorcerer named Ahriman, that was one of them, did a thing that basically bound them inside the armor. Or rather, they were trying to solve a chaos corruption, and then they did the rubric, and now they're in the armor. I'm saying it somewhat imprecisely, I think. I didn't know I was going to be running into them today, or I would have researched the exact part of the rubric a little better. But, they are all sorcerers, basically. They're all Psyker. Oh, okay, came in with the steel chair.
Titus to Captain Akaran.
Akaran here.
We were just attacked by the forces of chaos.
You're certain?
No doubt. Heretic Astartes and their minions.
Throne, damn it. Do you have Luz?
Negative. We're minutes away.
Find him and get him out of there. Hurry.
So, like, some forces of chaos, that's one thing. Chaos Space Marines are usually, on a one-to-one basis, much stronger than regular loyalist Space Marines. We would call regular Space Marines or loyalists. Ones who did not fall. Because they're renegade Space Marines that didn't necessarily fall to Chaos. but that wouldn't be like enhanced. So take all of the people don't care about human life that much. Chaos like really doesn't care.
Cover him.
But like to a big degree, the existence of Chaos Marines themselves is an affront.
Chiron, take a defensive position. We will cover. Chiron!
He is in a rage.
He's risking the entire mission.
And these guys are called Zangors. They are demons of Tzeentch. Not these guys. These are like cultists of Tzeentch here. But these little beaky guys, these are Zangors. They are demons of Tzeentch. Demons are not alive the way that Marines or people or Xenos are alive, right? They are warp entities. They can be sent back to the warp. And indeed they must be, but under normal circumstances, it's not like you kill a demon and they're gone forever. They just go to get reconstituted. The reincarnation of demons is definitely true. Whereas, like, other souls usually get devoured by gods. It would take hours and hours to talk about the lore of even one of the Chaos Gods and their interactions with the mortals, but Tzeentch is the god of change, right? And he is the patron of these Space Marines. But the gods are bad. They're not friends of the people that, you know, they're the patrons of. They just might give them blessings that are bad in their own way. Sometimes good. But Tzeentch is a idiot. He's a big bird. He does big bird things. Like, make big, complicated plans that don't work. But anyway, so the rubric. That's why these Marines are blowing up and they don't have a body at the end. It's because their souls are like this dusty thing.
The altar, it bears the mark of the archenemy. Destroy it. Artifact destroyed.
Look, the force fields are collapsing.
Chiron, move through the exit.
A scoped single-fire energy rifle.
By the gates of Hera, you must calm yourself.
I will not rest until every last vile heretic lies dead at my feet.
You know, it's got 12 shots. Let's try it out.
Chiron, I order you to regroup.
I have other business.
Throne, damn you. He will need cover. Move. I've never seen him lose control like this. He has put the fate of the whole system in jeopardy.
Oh, it takes... I gotta, like, hold it down for a while. I don't know if I should have taken this...
Heretic cowards! I will end you all!
Okay, I've changed my mind. It's awesome. Oh, it's so cool. And then we'll just do a nice little headbutt there.
Back to the wall. Restocking.
There's no kill like overkill.
Lower level.
To think that I almost kept the normal sniper rifle with this beautiful thing.
No traitors remain. Get to Chiron, now!
Alright. Falling to rage is not a very Ultramarine thing to do. There's this group called the Blood Angels. They do that sort of thing.
My hatred.
You need justify your recklessness.
Yep.
The traitors have a debt to me.
And you would throw away your life to collect?
Death is my duty.
Your duty is to the Emperor. You will die when and where he so chooses, not over some personal vendetta. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Lieutenant, you should see this.
He does not understand. Big creepy Zinch statue?
Blues must be in there.
They're using some kind of shield.
The altars. Same ones we encountered earlier. They must generate the shield.
Destroy them. Then purge these abominations from the face of this world.
It seems the traitors' motives are unmasked.
Seems.
You doubt they wish to stop Aurora?
You will soon learn that when dealing with heretics, nothing is as it seems.
Rapid fire, mid-range plasma
They will
weapon.
not get past this.
You know, we'll try this out. I hate to pass up. No, like, do I really want to get rid of my amazing energy rifle? No, I don't.
Their champion lies defeated.
I think we already dealt with all of the big ones. You know, having a sniper rifle, it's super effective. And we'll just rip his helmet off and kick him.
You told Akaran the Mechanicus must
Rubrics
be
can't live without their armor.
The artifact we saw in those classified files may be of Chaos origin.
Why wasn't it destroyed?
It is immensely powerful. They believe they can control it.
And you're just gonna hand it over to Luz? Let it continue.
So many stories in 40k involve there's this hugely powerful artifact. Someone thinks they can control it. They should not have tried.
What are they doing?
It matters not. Kill them!
Kill those slaves of the corpse god and gain the notice of the changer of ways.
The Changer of Ways is one of the names of Zinch, basically. The Corpse God is what they call the Emperor. He is like Bones, basically, on the throne. Whoops.
Purge the heretic so we may destroy it.
Gladly.
Nice kick right through the center of the armor. Good stuff.
Secure. Now the altar.
Yes, let me pop the little creepy eye thing. Boom.
The spell is broken.
Crunch.
They are attempting to breach the doors.
That is no simple sorcery. Look how twisted the altar has grown. It seems alive.
Look, it's even twistier than the normal altar.
Featured of pain and death.
It reeks of the warp.
Raise the armor of your contempt and snuff it out.
Look! It shrinks from us!
Then keep close and endure. We must disrupt the spell.
Hold position at the altar.
The heretics sent such a meager force to meet us.
Show them the error of their ways.
More abominations that wish to die.
Leave these monstrosities to me.
No victory for you here, demon.
The wretches think they can stop us.
Let us relieve them of their delusions, brother.
Hold this ground. The heresy is infecting my very eyes.
Oh, he teleported away. Alright, and now we just need to charge in, get all of our hit points back.
Your treachery ends now.
Alright, well that went well. Relatively well. Alright, where are the foes?
Words as hollow as your fallen brothers.
You at least can still bleed.
Back to the warp.
Yikes. Got like blues and pinks over here or something? Oh yeah, a proper sorcerer. But all we have to do is hold position at the altar for a couple more percentage points.
Destroy the altar.
So a Chaos Sorcerer, that's like a really powerful guy.
Their sorcery is undone.
All Chaos Space Marines are important, but ones that are called Sorcerers, they're like, they're really serious
See you at
business.
the objective.
The Emperor protects.
He certainly does. And the Emperor gives me this laser beam rifle.
Lance of Jove, stand by for extraction.
Affirmative.
In the name of the Emperor, open the doors!
This guy's got a relatively human face. All the people in the Ad Mech used to be like humans, right? They just, most of them are heavily modified, so they look more like they're machines. But they're not like, they're not robots. They make robots, but they are not.
He's dead.
Dead.
You are to replace him. Lose.
Interesting. How do you feel, Luz? Now you're gonna be the man. The myth, the cyborg.
The power source. It's dangerous.
I have spent my life studying it. I assure you it's quite safe. In the right hands.
Arrogance.
Arrogance?
Why must the Mechanicus meddle with the unknown?
We follow the will of the Omnisire.
Go ahead.
Titus, report to Captain Akaran immediately on arrival.
Confirmed.
Titus?
Oh no, he's heard of me.
Titus was killed on the forge.
I used to be a captain?
Over a century ago. He died holding the power source.
This must have been the plot of Space Marine 1. I did not play it.
Not even an Astartes could survive power of that magnitude.
And Titus is just looking at him like, do you think I couldn't? And that's why it's funny, because, like...
Morius Luz, come with me.
Because, you know, we're a legend. And this guy was thinking that he knew something we didn't. And now, Gadriel and Karen are like, oh... Well, Karen's like, see, I told you. And Gadriel's like, oh, maybe this dude's awesome. But with the presence of the Death Watch, the intimations of the Inquisition and stuff, plot of Space Marine 1, what I'm piecing together is Titus found some artifact and it made the Inquisition mad. They're not very bright, right? The Inquisition jumps to conclusions, much like the Inquisition in our world did, based on shoddy, you know, first premises most of the time. All right, vital asset. We get an achievement, so that must have been a story mode completed. What time is it now? 11:25. You know. Yeah, we'll play longer. Right?
What was that between you and Luz?
Irrelevant.
I disagree.
That is your right.
Brother, we only want to help you.
Help? You almost cost us the mission, and now you speak of help.
So here Titus does a thing that you often see in 40k, which is where he fails to realize that he's exhibiting the same bad behaviors that he is criticizing in others. But hypocrisy is sort of like part and parcel of the fascist enterprise, and the Imperium is like, it's an empire. It's not a healthy environment to be in. And the Marines are the military fist of the Emperor, essentially. Not the Emperor, that's a whole... The fists are, that's the name of a chapter of a legion, but...
Contact with heretic Astartes. How many? National Military Forces report.
Ooh, there's like a Blade Guard vet there. He had the shield, he had it all.
Lord, heretic Astartes. They're showing up in every hive city on Avarax.
Yep, I told you so.
Stretched by the Tyranids. The traitors have us off guard. The Adeptus Mechanicus tell me Aurora is ready. They say the weapon will work.
Sir,
I know your concerns, Titus, but we may have no choice.
can we at least warn Calgar of the danger?
Impossible. The astropathic relay on Avarax has been completely surrounded. Every attempt we've made to break through the Tyranid lines has failed.
Can we vox a message in?
There's a dead zone around the relay. Something's interfering with our vox comms.
We have to get inside.
Emperor, save me. I've tried. Now the Tyranids have launched an attack on our defenses. We're pulling back to the fortress. We'll make our final stand there.
Battlefield projection. Magnify C3. Where are you? There. The Hive Tyrant.
We've had no reports.
It's there. We kill it. We break the synaptic connection.
Hive Tyrants are big old
Hive
guys.
Tyrant, a worthy adversary.
And if you're wrong, if it's not there, I cannot afford to throw men after a hunch.
Give me 2 squads.
2 squads?
We need to kill the Hive Tyrant, find whoever is jamming us, and get the message inside the relay.
6 men. That's all I can spare.
Wow.
Use them wisely.
Thank you.
The Emperor protects.
So it's going to be another thing like the last mission where I just have my 2, I think, and then there's another squad of 3 that'll be doing story stuff on the other side.
Receiving.
Attend me on the crew deck.
Acknowledged.
Converse with the chaplain. Great, he's going to be like, hey, you're acting non-standard. Don't you have a concern about that? And I'll be like, oh, come on, chaplain. I didn't even think that you would notice that. Even though it's totally their job to notice people acting non-standard.
If the chaplain wishes to see you because of my transgressions, I will take full responsibility.
I gave no report. I have yet to decide if you require formal penance.
Put his brothers before himself. He once shielded me from a Tau ambush. Rail rifle nearly took his arm off along with half my helmet. The 1 degree of deflection saved my life. We only had to mourn his pauldron that day.
The Emperor will remember his valor long after we join him.
Forgive me, brother.
Verlos was a good man. A good Marine. His armor will be cleaned and salvaged, given to another as a relic of his heroism. Hello, Mr. Chaplain,
Titus,
who doesn't get a name.
The captain has put great faith in you with this mission. Should you reach the relay, your message to Lord Calgar may determine the course of this war. Choose your words wisely.
You doubt my intentions.
It is your actions I will judge. I need not remind you of the consequences you suffered the last time.
No, you
If you
needn't.
cannot trust in the will of the Primarch, then you are unfit for this duty.
So we stand up just to be threatened a little
Seems I
bit.
am not the only one on this ship with concerns about your intentions.
It is the chaplain's responsibility to ensure our chapter remains pure, not yours.
Your erratic behavior is plain for all to see. And now, I find you have a history of it.
I am doing my duty, as I was then, protecting a system from ruin.
So, open insubordination. Got it. Not very ultramarine of you. See what Robert Gilliman would think about that. Oh, that'd be super petty. You meet the Gene Father himself, the progenitor, the Primarch, and you say, hey, we're having a dispute about office politics. We want you to weigh in. Who's right? Who's wrong? Loser has to redetail the Aquilas on everybody's chests.
Ah, there he is. Lieutenant, Galio and I were just examining your recent diagnostic.
Galio, I object to such intrusions.
As do I. But they are queries I must fulfill.
I seek only answers. Your survival is a profound mystery that must be resolved.
Such unbridled curiosity is the gateway to ruin.
But that is where you are mistaken. Ruin is all around us, but I will soon depart for the Aurora facility on the Merium. And there, I shall close all gateways to ruin permanently. You
can't
will see.
You can't close all the gateways to ruin permanently. Chaos doesn't work like that. Alright, so the amazing gun we don't get. Yeah, we'll just go to the sniper rifle. Yeah, we'll do the power sword again. Maybe we'll swap to chain sword. It was nice switching it up a little bit. All right. And now it's time to converse with these fellas again.
Lieutenant, the squad is ready. We are yours to command, Lieutenant.
The astropathic relay on Avarax is under direct assault. If it falls, so do our hopes of reinforcement. We will engage in a 3-point operation to break the Xenos command, restore Vox, and secure the relay.
We will not fail you.
Not one of
Scipius.
us can afford to fail this day. Prepare for deployment. I will transmit mission details on descent.
And we fly off towards the planet again. So we have to get to the relay and send a message. I bet there will be enemies along the way.
Approaching drop zone. Prepare for landing.
Lieutenant, it should be us facing the Hive Tyrant.
Talassa can handle it.
They have 3 men. We should be with them, but you have us playing courier.
That message has to get through.
And what exactly is that message?
Speak your mind, brother.
I searched the archives. You were once captain of the Second Company, and then you disappeared over a century ago.
I was serving with the Death Watch.
There would be records.
Not for a Black Shield.
A Black Shield? You would erase your chapter markings.
I would die for these colors.
Then why?
I did what I was told, I imagine.
I was accused. It was my penance.
What were you accused of?
Corruption.
Brace for landing.
Move out.
Corruption in this context for Space Marines means the corruption of chaos. It doesn't mean like they thought you took a bribe or something. That's not.
Delta Wing.
It's not how it works.
Meridian here. Still on our gunship. Thalassa has landed, and soon a tyrant will fall.
Vespasius.
Proceeding to relay. Maintain Vox
They've got a bunch
reports.
of fun Roman
Damocles
names.
out. The Astropath relay is 4 miles from here. Expect heavy Tyranid presence.
What of the archenemy?
Sporadic reports, but they are here.
For we are the Cadian Eighth, the most fearsome, tenacious,
I don't want to interrupt his speech.
men and women that ever crossed the stars.
Haru, Haru, Haru. Let me some Cadians. They're amp.
Home lies scattered across the stars. But do we relent? No, sir! No! For we are vengeance! And we shall bring death to any that threaten the sacred soil of the Imperium. You will give your life in the name of our holy Emperor! Sir, yes, sir!
For the Emperor.
Give your life in the name of all that is good and pure! In the name of our holy Emperor!
So yes, sir. He's like, all right. I like his mustache. You know, you can barely see it.
Hold it high so that the enemy will know the name of their executioners!
Hardcore. Great speech.
Cowards! You are a foil on the pride of Acadian Guard. You have disgraced yourselves.
This guy's called a commissar. They look sort of Sovietish.
Is dishonorable death.
They,
Squad! Ready?
It's weird that they have a firing squad. Normally, commissars do this sort of thing themselves. They just like blam, blam, blam. It's a meme in the community. If you just write the word blam, like especially in capital letters, BLAM, blam, it's just like a commissar shooting that person for whatever thing, you know. You say something heretical or, you know, whatever thing that the community decides is a meme, and then you get blammed. Hey, we got the armor going at... Oh, this just makes me so pumped. Looking at all the Imperial Guard armor going by. Got the artillery, we got the anti-air. It's great. Even if this game like didn't have any combat, it would still be super cool to me just to be able to walk through and see, like, with modern graphics, this iteration of the 40K world. Just seeing the Militarum go by.
If we encounter Chaos forces,
You
need
will
not
stay
concern
with
yourself me,
the
Lieutenant.
men.
Disappear like that again, and you'll be facing the Master of the Watch.
I understand. Sir, why did you not tell us of your penance earlier?
It was not your business.
And now it is.
You have made it so, through suspicion and intrigue.
Alright, we don't get the, Ooh, a multi-melta. A multi-melta is like a melta, but it's even more multiple.
Let us get to work. Open the gates.
They're jammed, my lord. Damage from the last attack.
But I guess I threw my sniper rifle away when I picked this up. So now we're just gonna use this.
Stand aside.
Which is too bad, because I bet the sniper rifle is just a lot better than this is.
Close the gates!
The relay at spawns! Engage!
But let's start laying waste.
Who is next?
We got this Ravener here. We just need to make sure we don't take too much damage from it. But yeah, alright, there we go. We did what we needed to do. Got stuck on him while he was around, and then just need to now charge in here.
Target destroyed.
The spores collapsed the bridge. There's no way through.
I bet there's some way through.
Proceed.
Transmitting to your specs now. We'll need to clear this debris.
We'll just pick up this little statue here. Move it out of the way very carefully. There we go.
Incoming! Damn spores! The Cadians will make short work of them.
Indeed.
Man, that is a big gear.
Deploying frag grenade! Reload!
Fear not, Cadians. The angels of death are here. Here, we're gonna reload one-handed. That's a thing people do here. Ha 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 ha! Yes! For the glory of the guard! Yes! Oh, I love it so much.
Delta Wing.
Massive orbital guns shooting.
It is not dead.
Enlighten us, Lord Titus.
The swarm would go feral without their connection to the hive mind, but their focus is still on the relay.
Reports confirm the Lieutenant's assessment. Enemy cohesion is still in full effect. That beast is not yet dead. Our word is bond. This void-spawn behemoth has seen its last day.
To them, brothers.
Zoanthropy! We must break its shield! Psycha bioforce deployed. vermin stuff. Need to reload. Put them back! Munitions secured.
And then with a mighty punch to the zoanthrope, moving on forward. Got Space Marine craft in the skies doing work. Well, not that way.
The door is inoperative. Is there an
Inoperable.
Yes, but it would add considerable time.
Then we must find the power and restore it. Reloading weapon.
Record. Declare evidence. Crates found in Sector 55 of the Upper Hive contain 12 volumes of dubiously heretical works. Also recovered. 14 Cantrail-type las rifles. 8 las pistols, various designs. The serial numbers are filed off. Heretical symbols are applied to the surface of the weapons. I am enclosing picts supporting the evidence. Evidence to be destroyed in accordance with invasion protocols. Traces of the cult indicate that it has long since taken root in the Hive. The mere thought that he has reached the highest levels turns my stomach. These officials, bureaucrats, and politicians are so mired in their intrigues that they warmed and nurtured the roots of heresy within their walls. Well, the fire of retribution is already consuming them. The punishment of the Emperor is inevitable. End of record.
They are laughing all weird.
Traitor Astartes! Cut them down!
I'm gonna just run forward here again.
Heretics mean to stop us.
So the thing too is, like, for the purpose of a video game, yeah, we have to fight these Chaos Space Marines, but like
10,000 years. They are masters of it.
They are clearly here to stop Aurora.
I am not convinced. There is more to this, I am sure of it.
Their motives matter not. I will kill them just the same.
Like, if this group of 3 guys killed, like, the 60 Chaos Space Marines that we've just seen attested, it would be beyond legendary. Like, that's not a serious kill count. It's craziness. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. So, like, there's no way that they should be fighting alongside the Tyranids. That doesn't make sense.
They never learn.
Alright, well that is alright.
Restocking.
Alright, so they are fighting each other, so that does make sense. I thought for a second they were fighting alongside each other. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense at all.
The Tyranid seek to consume that as well.
If they kill each other, all the better.
So these guys are called Terminators. They're Space Marines, but with like better, bigger armor. Oh yeah, rip the helmet off.
End of the hall.
So cool. But, like I was saying, Terminator armor, I don't know if Primaris have it. I think that it's called Gravis armor would be like the equivalent for like these sort of Marines, but Terminator armor, it's like, it's the bigger, bulkier, more hardcore heavy metal armor than even Space Marines power armor is what that's called.
Regroup with the main force.
But Terminators are very serious business indeed. The armor's very rare, it's impossible to make, or very difficult, one or the other.
There's our entry. That's quite a shot.
Do I have jump packs?
Report. If Talassa fails to take out the Hive Tyrant, then our little excursion was all for naught.
Oh boy! Hey, we are getting our jump packs.
We should have remained with the main force.
Nope.
Why toil in obscurity when there's glory center stage? Hey, Sergeant?
Our brothers are dying while we sneak around in the shadows.
If we fail to send this message, we face a massacre.
You say there will be a massacre. How do you know that? Why else would the traitors be trying so hard to stop us? Our lieutenant said it himself. There's deception at work.
If you got something to say, Sergeant. Damn it.
That was a good move. Good job, Gadriel. for all the swapping guns that goes on in this game, Space Marines do not leave their weapons behind unless it's like that their bolter is very important to them. It's a very like, this is my rifle. There are many like it, but this one is mine thing. Their bolters are sacred to them.
Nazriel, you're not thinking straight.
I will say the same of you.
Damn it, you are an ultramarine. Now act like one.
Yes, Lord.
Repositioning.
Good shank there.
Well fought, guardsmen. Form a defensive line at that breach.
Yes, my lord.
Reinforce the breach!
Engaging thrusters.
We're all looking at the wall here. What's going on, guys? That's too small to go in.
Moving. Space Marines! For the Emperor!
Oh, yeah. Don't worry, guys. The cavalry's here. Not really the cavalry. The jump packery is here. Boom. With the steel chair. Yes! Yes! Oh, it's so glorious!
Jump pack engaged! Viridian, do you read?
Signal's being jammed, as the captain suspected.
Tell us a report.
The vile Xenos slicks.
Talassa, you cut out. Repeat. Talassa!
So of our 3 objectives, none have been achieved.
No going back now.
Yeah, but, you know, some of our objectives are bound to happen eventually, right? Right?
Redeploying.
Boom! Yes! See, this is like what Space Marines are. The Angels of Death. Like, you know, they're the shock troopers. They see a problem and they say, oh, where'd you say they were? Boom! That's why I say, what do we care about the ranged weapon? Drive me closer, I want to hit him with my sword. And the Cadians are doing very good too. Come on, guys. How have we not assembled here? I probably have to kill this guy.
Vermin exterminate.
Alright, now you'll walk inside. Yep, that's what I needed to do. They got too distracted by the presence of our foe.
Cover my reload.
Yeah, we're just gonna stick with what we've got. I don't think any of those things are as good as my sniper rifle is.
Engaging thrusters. Jump back fouled with dust. We must proceed.
No. No. What happened to my? No.
Talassa has failed. Lieutenant, what are your orders?
We fight.
At last.
I missed my jump pack.
Come on, Talassa.
What is hitting me? I missed my jump pack.
Hold on, brother. There is more fight in you. I know it.
What is hitting me?
I am in your debt. They never learn. Apply pressure to that wound! Rank and execute.
Oh, up above?
Resupplying. Do not let them up. For artillery.
You know what? Screw the sniper rifle. We're gonna heavy bolter it. Oh yeah. Heavy metal.
I am death, servant of the Emperor, and you will taste my wrath.
Oh yeah, heavy bolter, real good for dealing with these people.
Target destroyed. So-and-so, watch for the psychic blast. Emperor's will. Watch out for their actions. Changing magazine. Aim for their heads. Restocking.
Carnifex? Carnifex where?
Out of rounds! Tear them apart with your bare hands, brother!
I sure wish I had a heavy bolter now.
Recovering. Artifact. Stay clear of its charging path.
So I'm basically trying to deal with the stuff that's not a Carnifex first.
Reload. The Emperor protects. Frag grenade out!
Oh no! Did we knock him down? Good news. We killed him. You know, I actually do think, yeah, we killed the Carnifex there by making him charge off the platform, so really good move. Oh no, he came back to life. Maybe this is a new one. It's hard to say. Come on. I was supposed to be doing the thing. There we go. Ah.
All of them.
They did the thing.
The Hive Tyrant was controlling these underlings via synaptic link. The turmoil you now see among the enemy can mean only one thing. The Hive Tyrant is dead.
Hooray!
Viridian here. If you can hear this, Damocles, we got the bastards.
Excellent work, brother. Any contact with Thalassa?
Thalassa to Damocles. The alien contaminates our world no longer.
Lieutenant Titus to relay. Area secure. Open the gates. Let's go.
Cadians were already in defensive position. Good stuff. We're just gonna knock over all the barrels.
Well fought, brothers. I will make sure the captain hears of your deeds.
I need no commendation. Is that right?
Enough!
Chiron's had enough of Gadriel's sort of like glory hounding.
Lieutenant, upon completion of this mission, I request transfer to another squad.
I will pass your request to the captain.
They need to send Gadriel to learn how to act right. He's not behaving well.
Breathe. Refocus. Report. Shadows.
Like, if I was Titus and I had authority, I would walk around and like just straight up be like, hey, by the way, you're on the thinnest ice. You're gonna get like you're gonna get transferred to me beating you up.
Denying worlds in their path the chance to call for aid.
Let us hope we are not too late.
Ultramarines. Praise the Emperor.
We're just gonna walk up to the door, and who knows what there will be. I mean, probably a Chaos Sorcerer. This is an Astropath. Astropaths are important for like navigation through the warp, and then like for sending messages and that kind of thing.
You shouldn't be here.
I have a message from Marnius Calgar.
I cannot help you.
It's urgent.
In addition to the shadow cast in the warp by the Tyranids, demonic forces are now poised to attack anyone who opens their minds to the warp.
You would flee from your duty.
I would have you know.
Give me your message. I have it. Let us begin.
My lady, I must protest. The danger is too great.
Silence. There are no guarantees.
So anytime somebody does Warhammer magic, they are opening themselves up to extreme danger. Using the warp, channeling it for telling the future, for divining through space, all that's real sketchy. The use of blood for the magic is real conspicuous, but technically not banned. It's called being a psyker. It's with a P. P-S-Y-K-E-R. That's what a Warhammer magic person is. But these are specific kinds of psychic abilities where they have astropaths and navigators. And they're sort of the wizard communication system. But it's not safe. Like the guy said, the demons are swirling around. But anytime you try to use these powers...
What does she mean?
Heretic!
What is this? I do not know.
You wish to bring Golgai here that you may kill him!
What?
Heretic, you will betray us.
Oh, well, that's different.
Lies.
Arrest him! He means to kill her!
Lieutenant! Gadriel, I am no heretic.
He seeks the power stone by himself.
So what's going on here is... It sounds like...
Kill the heretic! Kill him!
Like the Thousand Sons demons have taken over the lady and had her say some lies. Yeah, because they're laughing. That's the cinch laughter, right?
What have you done?
Yep. Charon, he was paying enough attention. He realized that she was evil. There you go. The claws of a sorcerer of Cinch.
How gracefully you dance.
On the disc of Zinch.
What sickly pleasure to bide beyond the immaterial. My thanks to thee, dear cousin. Titus. So long have I watched thee through a tattered veil, yearning for this.
I assure you it will be brief.
Yes. Let us play the game a little longer. The power of the eternal realm is beyond comprehension.
We're just gonna hide behind this explosive plasma thing.
And its essence in your hands. It calls to each of us, extending a divine hand. The Emperor lied. He lied to us all. In his greed, he forbade us from tasting our own birthright. Look into the void for just a moment, and you will see the
Sisamura guy, I've never heard of him. He may be from the first game, but I think he's just like a named guy. There's only like a couple handfuls of like proper famous named bad dudes in Warhammer. Usually they don't last beyond a story or two. We'll hide behind this pillar, as is tradition. Hiding behind pillars is like the most time-honored of all things to do. Is there ammo?
Munitions secured. Resupplying.
He's vulnerable.
There we go. Phase 2? Yep, and now he's not on his disc anymore. So we can fight him like civilized people. Oh no. No, let me go. That's not fair. Ow! No, I can't die like this. I'm a Marine. This is like a pretty typical fight against a Chaos Sorcerer Lord. They are very hardy. They have the boons of the Chaos Gods. They are not mere mortals. I figured we could,
let him.
That's useful. Still, just don't let him escape. If your enemy's trying to get away, just don't let him.
Lieutenant Titus, come in.
This is Titus.
Chaos forces have been detected entering the system. They are going after Aurora. We are leaving for Demerium immediately.
How did you know? I was a boy on Calf when the Word Bearers attacked. I came to know the mark of chaos.
We're returning to the battle barge. I understand your actions, but your suspicions end here. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Hey, there we go. Finally, he realized how close he came to having his foolishness really ruin everything. Draining the energy bar instead of dealing damage always hurt in this type of games. Let me use my programmability boss. Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's like, come on, like, why? As soon as you hit it, then they teleport away. You're like, no. Is that the end of the mission? Yeah. All right. Wonderful. And here we'll have our little loading thing going in to the barge, but this will be the end of the video. You know, it's about my bedtime. Man, this game is so awesome. I'm really just having the most fun. It breaks my heart that I have to go to work tomorrow, just for the first half of the day. But there we go. We get the achievement for defeating the Chaos Sorcerer. So managed to get to the end of the level, and then when we pick up tomorrow, we'll be able to start anew with new conversations, new stuff. But I guess we'll have this little conversation here.
Within the last few hours, traitor forces have arrived in their hundreds and commandeered the facility.
Commandeered?
Where is Luz?
Hundreds of Chaos Space Marines, like I've been saying, that's a ton of Chaos Space Marines. Like, hundreds is that's a catastrophe. It's not a few.
Titus.
What's our theoretical?
We've diverted all available forces to Demerium, but we're well below full strength. We've prepared an assault, but it has little chance of success, unless we take care of this. They're using it to draw in reinforcements. For every one of them we kill, 2 more show up in their place.
Well, then maybe we shouldn't blow up one.
I'll need a combat squad, 5 men.
I can spare 3 men. Next. The enemy
That's all he ever does, is say, I'm not going to give you the people you're asking for.
We don't know.
I'll give you 3.
Bring it down has failed. Your squad has developed a reputation for unconventional approaches. Any ideas?
I've read of Demerium. It's a burial world. 4,000 years ago, there was a clash between the Ultramarines.
4,000 years ago? This dude's got like the deep encyclopedias.
A battle barge wrecked in the fighting was laid to rest here.
What of it?
Records state that while its body was ruined, its engines burned bright, even as it was interred.
Good memory.
It may not fly, but it might ram.
A long shot, to say the least.
So he's like, we'll dig up a ship that crashed 4,000 years ago, overload the engines, and ram it into our opponents. You know, it's very 40k. It's a very 40k
plan.
Someone will
need to get close to the target and place a beacon.
Our offensive launches in 90 minutes. The Emperor guide you, brothers.
And you, sir.
Alright. There we go. So that'll just about do it for the day here. What an awesome game. It's so fun. Like, I keep saying it, but like, I truly do believe, like, it's not, you know, the gameplay's not super demanding or anything, but it's really enjoyable. And it absolutely nails the power fantasy of being a Space Marine. I think the game would be fun for anybody, but I definitely think, like, for a 40K fan, this is a real satisfying thing. It looks so beautiful, and it's really like being in the world. Even the dumb, petty political squabbles feel very 40K. And then just whenever it all stops mattering, and all you do is pick up your bolter and fire for the Emperor. So great. Absolutely loving it. Yeah, we'll definitely be playing for several hours tomorrow. I can barely put this down, but it is time for me to go to bed. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Good night, Natasha. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, we'll have more of this. This is maybe I should play new games more often. I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm definitely gonna play this one more often. But I'll see you. Good night. Sleep well, and I will be around later.